All right, everybody, welcome back to Bruner Tuner. Today on the S4, we're going to be tackling some power steering issues. Yeah, so one of the main problems I have on this car that I can't seem to fix is I've got a power steering line that just does not go away. The fluid level isn't dropping, so I don't think it's low on fluid. What I have read, though, is that the suction hoses underneath the bipipes here can crack and draw in air, causing it to be slightly airbound. So, what we're going to do today is get underneath this, take a look, inspect those hoses, and I've got some new replacements from FCP Euro. We're going to throw those in and see what we can do. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start the car so you can hear what this noise sounds like. That way, if you're dealing with the same issue, maybe this will help you identify it. So there you go, right away you can hear that whine. Of course it gets louder whenever I put pressure in the system, meaning turning back and forth the steering wheel, and then it's exacerbated even more whenever I'm on throttle and turning. So hopefully we can find the culprit for that leak in these hoses we're replacing today, and hopefully solve this issue once and for all, because I am tired of hearing that noise. This is what I'm looking at here. This hose is just absolutely filthy. 034 makes a replacement for this, but it's like $50. And to get another OEM style rubber hose was like $9. So yeah, I'm okay with replacing this a couple times if it saves me that much money. So we'll see. It is just hard as a rock though. And the other hose that connects to this is down here on this side, and it goes into the bottom of the reservoir. So we can't really see it. We'll have to pull out this little box right here that's got the wires on the front of it. All right, managed to get the hoses out. Here's the old one. You can see it's all like swollen and fucking rotted compared to the new one. This should be a lot better. All right, well, the quick fix I had of just replacing that one hose did not fix the problem. It felt okay for a little bit, so I think it took some of the air leaks out, but I imagine that the other hose is also leaking. And if I'm going to tear it down this much, I've got a known good power steering pump that I'm going to go ahead and throw on here, because I don't know if this one's noise is strictly related to air getting in the system, or if it just has a bad bearing inside of it. The reason I say that is because even with the car sitting still without moving the steering wheel, revving up the motor makes that noise go up and down. So I do unfortunately think it's something internally worn on the power steering pump. So we're just going to tear it all the way down, pull that pump out and replace it. Okay, we got most everything back off. I went ahead and removed the throttle body this time so we had access to everything on the power steering pump. We've suctioned out the tank there, and we're draining out the rest of the fluid right now. I just undid the hose for the power steering cooler. So I just see a lot of oil all over these lines, so I think what I'm going to do is inspect each one of these hoses and replace them if need be, just so we don't have any more chances for leaks in the system. All right, we've got our two pumps out here. This is the one I pulled out, and this is one that I had in storage. It appears that this is an aftermarket unit, or this one is OEM. And I say that because this still has the ZF part number and stamping on it, where this one does not. It just has some kind of weird etched in serial number. So it might be worthwhile just to change it up because of that simple fact anyways. Now this one spins a little bit more freely than this one does. This one's a little harder to turn. Don't know if that has anything to do with it, but this one seems to be in a little bit better shape. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this thrown in there, get the car buttoned back up and start it up. All right, we got our tank here cleaned up. Got one of the new supply hoses. put on there. The old one, this one looks like it was in okay shape. No cracks or swelling or anything, so we're gonna run it. Plus, I don't have a replacement, so this is what we're running. So let's go ahead and get this put back in the car. All right, well, I don't know how well I'm going to be able to bleed the system like this, so I think we're just going to try to run it like this. Hopefully it doesn't go dry too long. Let's try to fire it up, see how it sounds.
Brother, ooh, baby, do you know that? What the hell? Oh my God!
Well, forgot to tighten that down, so that was really stupid. Okay, well, it's still making a little bit of noise, but we might have to just give it some time to bleed out fully. It has gotten significantly quieter. Again, I think it's just going to take a little bit more time, and I bet that noise goes away completely. So I think we should get the car back together, take it on the road, and see how it feels. Okay, let's go see how this thing drives. Once again, we are back with the GoPro mic that does not work. I am totally fed up with this thing, and I will be switching to Insta360 in the near future. As far as the S4 goes, it has been driving great. I've had no issues with the power steering pump. The noise is completely gone, and there's no more hesitation in the steering wheel, so I gotta say this totally fixed it. If you feel like your power steering on the B5 has totally gone out, do not be afraid to attempt this yourself. It's really not too bad of an install, but definitely check the hoses first, because sometimes those can be cracked and allow for air leaks to get in the system. But for me, the case was the power steering pump was actually completely bad. And yes, I know it has been some time since Alpine Volks Fair took place. That video will be coming soon. We've just been bogged down with a lot of projects here at home. So stay tuned for that. I will have that uploaded here shortly. Thanks again for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it somewhat informative for you, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.